Hello there.
General Kenobi, you are a bold one.
That I am. And welcome back to the channel. Or welcome to the channel if you are new here. My name is Sonny. This is my father, aka Major Dad. And today we are watching Star Wars The Bad Batch premiere. Season 1, Episode 1, titled Aftermath.
And may the 4th be with you.
Yes, it is Star Wars Day, May the 4th. And that's always a day that we look forward to, and especially when they just drop a new series on us. Or we knew it was coming, but there was still a little bit of a surprise in there because I thought that they were just going to start with about a 25 minute episode, because that's usually the length of the animated series, like their episodes, both Clone Wars and Rebels. But no, it's 75 minutes. That's at least what it says on Disney Plus. So that's almost like a feature-length animated movie. Yeah.
So that's another 50 minutes extra on my schedule as well. So
yeah. So it's gonna. I thought maybe I could. We could watch it and then it wouldn't take that long to just edit it and get it out for you guys. But it took a little bit longer because I did not expect that runtime at all.
But I'm fine with it. Just give me more Star Wars and I'm good with it. So we'll find the time for it.
Definitely. More Star Wars never hurts. Never. And I am quite excited to get into this because I really love the animated series so far, maybe with the exception of Resistance, but Clone Wars and Rebels and what they did with those two and everything that Dave Filoni has done inside of like the animated stuff. And of course, he's
I still
also
think
doing
Clone Wars was hard to sort of get into. It started off one way, but it turned along the way and became better and better. So
yeah. It was quite clear to see, just as that series progressed, that they got more and more confident when it came to the stories that they were telling, the animation as well. It got better and better and better, and some of the stuff that we saw in the latest season, the last season of the Clone Wars that we got recently, Season 7, that was just beautifully made. And I think we're going to get into the same kind of animation here. And just story-wise, getting into what happens right after Revenge of the Sith, that's really intriguing to me because we haven't gotten a lot, at least not when it comes to movies and television.
There
are
a lot of books.
Books and comics and that sort of stuff. But getting the immediate aftermath from Order 66 and what happened in Revenge of the Sith. I cannot wait to see that. There's also another Star Wars thing called Aftermath, which I thought of immediately when I saw the title. And that's a series of books or a trilogy of books called Aftermath that happens like right after Return of the Jedi. But this is right after Revenge of the Sith, so it's just using that title again. It makes a lot of sense, and seeing the Bad Batch again, that's going to be great. I really enjoyed those 4 episodes we got with the Bad Batch in the Clone Wars, and I'm sure we're going to see some more familiar faces along the way. What really happened, when they went from clone troopers to stormtroopers? What made them obsolete along the way, besides the accelerated growth that they have, they age twice as fast as other human beings.
Shorter lifespan.
Shorter lifespan, exactly. So that's just, I've been looking forward to this for a while, and I think we're just gonna, jump into it, talk about it afterwards.
That's probably gonna be something to talk about, and I like Star Wars. I'm ready to get entertained by this and see where they're gonna take it.
Yeah, definitely.
And I like the whole concept of the Bad Batch, where it's clone troopers, but they're a little bit off.
Yeah, they have their own unique skills, as we saw, and ended with getting a new member as well, Echo, who is a normal clone trooper, but he's just gone through so much.
He's been augmented a bit.
Yes,
technically.
Yeah, exactly. So having him join that squad, and now they are 5. And we're going to be following their adventures. And you also just, mentioned it that, of course, you are also a big Star Wars fan. And you are pretty much the reason why I got into Star Wars, because it's some of the first stuff that I remember, you showing me when I was a kid, those movies.
I did not quite follow the PG-13
Yeah, or just
stuff on the movies. So.
Yeah, the age rating, whatever. I saw them pretty early on, and even though I didn't understand what they were saying necessarily, or I couldn't read the subtitles, I still got what it was about. I still got, you know, the vibe of it, the music, and just the visuals, and it drew me in from a very early age. And thank you for that.
And you're welcome. And I think it's still a good thing. I like the whole concept of the Star Wars and the Jedi's and behave decently. And there's some really good bad guys in there with the Empire, the whole setup with the Empires and uniforms are great. The stormtroopers are great. I mean, it's a good setup to sort of have good fight evil and so on. So
the classic good versus evil fight, and Star Wars always been very good at doing that and showing the way for this is how you fight the good fight. And as George has always said, it is primarily aimed towards 12-year-old kids
like me. Yeah.
And we are still very much 12-year-old kids on the inside, even though we have aged a bit. And it's for people, children of all ages. Star Wars is.
I hope so.
Yeah. But enough talking. Let's get into this first episode.
Hit it.
I will. But first off, I'm just going to say that you can, of course, always check out our full-length reactions where you can sync up the footage with your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions for some of the shows that we're doing. It's all over on Patreon, and the link is down in the description below. And here we go. The Clone Wars. Oh, that's cool.
That's kind of cool, yeah.
Making the transition. Clone Wars to the Bad Batch.
Separatists push to the brink. Republic forces continue to mount victories on battlefronts across the galaxy.
Okay. We're actually still in the Clone Wars.
Led by Jedi Master Deba Balaba, they struggle to hold their position as they wait for reinforcements to arrive.
And with the Jedi Master who's here, we kind of know who her Padawan was. It was Kanan.
Yeah. I like how they linked up with the different stories.
Yeah.
He's good at that. Filoni.
Very good.
My Padawan will be here.
Master!
Caleb! Ah!
Here, I'm here.
And
Really?
is that Freddie Prinze Jr. voicing him again? Just there they are.
Oh, make it why.
I don't believe it. That's Clone Force 99.
Ooh, watch out. Okay.
I guess I'm in charge now.
Not for long.
I like that cartoon side of it. Droids flying left and right. And
yeah, they're still being kind of silly, but we're used to that by now.
Your exploits were quite impressive.
Exploits? Don't overthink it. Thank you, Jedi. Clone Intelligence is reporting Jedi General Obi-Wan Kenobi has found and engaged General Grievous on Utapau.
That's where we are.
If he captures or kills Grievous. Hey kid, you ready for this? We move fast.
Good. That's the only way I know.
I like him!
I love how they're connecting it to Rebels.
Yeah.
But we know what's coming as well.
Order 66 is just around the corner.
Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
Oh no. At least he's with the Bad Batch, and I've always been wondering, like, do they have the same... Oh, shit. Seems like they don't. They don't have the chip. That's rough.
We're here to help!
No! Liar!
What are you doing?
Huh.
Good soldiers follow orders.
Okay.
No!
Phew.
Where's the Jedi?
I stunned him when he jumped.
He didn't make it.
Oh. Quick thinking there.
Yeah.
Don't think Crosshair is buying that, though. What a way to start the episode.
Yeah.
Or the series. Back to Kamino.
Is there a problem? No problem. We'll just head to our barracks then. Best hurry. There's a mandatory general assembly at 1500.
This is so freaking interesting.
Yeah. I'd like to see where they're taking this.
My guess is we are immune to the effects of the programming.
Not
Yeah.
all.
What about Echo? He was a reg before he joined us. If all regs were programmed, why didn't I react like the others? The damage you sustained on Stato
Yeah.
Minor most likely wiped out all of your preset behavioral.
That makes sense.
You are more machine
That was nice to put in an explanation. So.
Yeah.
This is
State
one
of the
meeting I
Republic.
don't want to miss.
Or, as it is soon to be known as, the Empire.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we've seen the movies a couple of times, maybe.
Hello.
Who is that?
What's that?
My
What's
name's
that?
Omega. I was wondering when you guys would come back.
Omega.
She is my medical assistant. One with a curious mind that causes her to
Huh.
wonder.
Another sort of clone, or...
Probably.
Okay, who's arriving? Tarkin, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. Nice.
He is in his prime now.
Yep.
The skill level and efficiency of our clones is far superior to that of any recruited body.
Yep.
I shall be the judge of that, Prime Minister.
Okay. Just terminating the contract.
Yep. And exchanging clone troopers for stormtroopers
Yeah.
who cannot hit anything.
What kind of evaluation? Hopefully not mental. Clearly, we'd never pass that.
Whoa.
Hello again.
Hi. Whoops.
That's it! Oh yeah!
Food fight. Not again. And Tarkin is watching. He's not gonna like this at all.
No. Get them off.
But my tests are not yet complete.
Echo, it's...
He's not a big fan of machines, probing around.
I understand.
But I have some distressing news for the rest of you. According to your test results, you all appear to be genetically defective clones.
No shit.
The same Tarkin from the Citadel rescue when you,
Oh
how shall I
yeah.
put this?
Blew up?
We need some more info on the girl.
Yeah.
A battle simulation? Give us a real challenge!
I have a feeling this battle simulation is going to be a little bit different from what they're used to.
There'll be a surprise in there somewhere.
I don't think Tarkin is gonna take it easy on these guys.
Switch to live fire.
Admiral Tarkin, I must protest.
Oh! So that'll be first generation Dark Troopers.
Looks like it.
Not made out of Beskar, but still
Well, they're
not easy to handle.
no, they don't have live rounds like they do. So,
Oh yeah, you're right.
These training blasters are useless on them. Then we improvise.
Training blasters.
I hate hand signals!
Perhaps if you memorized them.
Why don't you memorize them?
I have.
I have! Smart. Tarkin actually seems impressed.
yeah.
Neat.
Wrecker,
Oh, that's cool.
A counter report filed by one of their own says the
Oh,
panorama escaped.
damn it, Crosshair.
Let us see where the loyalty of these clones truly lies. We have tracked a group of insurgents to the Onderon sector. They must be dealt with.
What sort of insurgents?
Separatist forces, intent on keeping the galaxy at war.
Wonder who they're going up against.
Mm-hmm. What sort of separatist holdout? And are they indeed separatists?
Probably not.
We know Anakin took care of all of their leaders on Mustafar, so...
We're not alone. Now stand down.
Whoop.
The Republic fighters.
Oh.
Why would Tarkin send us to attack our own forces?
Because we refuse to fight for an empire.
Wait.
You're Saw Gerrera.
Yeah!
Trained
Saw!
by Captain Rex and General Skywalker to fight for the Republic.
Cool.
The clones once helped us free Onderon, so we'll give them a choice. The old ways are done. You can either adapt and survive, or die with the past. The decision is yours.
I thought they had been to Onderon before, during the Clone Wars, and obviously, yeah, that's where Saw and his freedom fighters are from. Uh-oh. Freaking probe droid.
If you don't have the stomach to do what needs to be done, then you're not fit to lead this squad.
Crosshair's conditioning is still in there.
It seems like it's... like the inhibitor chip is actually affecting him.
A state of heightened awareness is not unusual for an enhanced clone such as herself. When Nalase spoke of 5 clones, Tarkin assumed that meant us, but echoes...
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
The 5th is Omega.
Ah.
She's one of us. We're not leaving her there.
They're gonna have to do something about Crosshair. I hope they don't have to take him out or anything, but just they can remove the chip or if it's
Recondition
there.
him? I don't know.
Yeah.
Coming with me.
We will not. We are official Kamino.
Don't touch me, droid.
And
Whoa, okay. Brutal. It's a trap.
As expected.
Dang, how are they gonna get out of this one?
Smells weird.
Because it's clean. Well, the plan wasn't a total failure.
Oh hey.
Good soldiers follow orders. Every choice you've made since Kala has been wrong.
The way he's saying good soldiers follow orders, that's very much like a clone with a chip inside of his head.
Yeah.
And he's also experiencing headaches.
I know it's not your fault. You can't help it.
Yeah.
Can you intensify the program?
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's the opposite of what I wanted to see happen.
Yeah. Well, Tarkin's good as a bad guy.
Oh yeah. One of the best.
I've got it. You mean I could punch our way out?
Maybe don't yell.
What? You mean I could punch our way out? Punch the correct spot.
I'll never fit through that.
Astute as always, Wrecker. But I was actually going to suggest...
I'll do it.
Omega, yeah.
Sure, kid.
Right there.
We're not going to get very far without our gear.
They started moving all your things to the hangar. Your gear might be there too.
This way.
That's actually kind of convenient.
Yeah.
In the hangar next to the ship.
But they still need Crosshair.
Yeah.
You never could see the bigger picture. Now surrender. Is that an order? I guess it is. Well, I guess I'm disobeying that one too.
Is she gonna fix him somehow?
I don't know. I hope they can knock him out and take him with them and then fix him. like get the inhibitor chip out. I really don't hope they're gonna have to actually kill him with
Losing
something.
one of them would be kind of strange, but
yeah, in the first episode. Ah, nice. Oh shit. Oh,
Sir, someone's overriding the controls.
nice. She's helping. Good shot. Oh, damn. Leaving him behind.
What about your friends? Could any of them help us?
That would be a short.
Yeah, what friends?
I can think of one.
that was good.
Wow, yeah. That was a lot. Well, it was a long episode.
It was,
And a lot
indeed,
happened. Things that I kind of expected. And a lot of stuff that I definitely did not expect.
oh.
Yeah. Did not expect for the group, the core group, to kind of split up already with Crosshair kind of not going along with things. But
Still being conditioned as a regular clone, so
yeah, still having that chip. And it was not it was not working the way it was supposed to, but it was still working enough. And then they just kind of reinforced that.
Yeah.
And that's something that wasn't happening with the other clones from the Bad Batch. And Echo as well, because he had been experimented on by the Separatists, so that kind of
took out the chip,
or something. Yeah, it wasn't there either. And then introducing a whole new character to the group or into the mix as another altered Bad Batch clone. Yeah, in Omega. Definitely did not see that one coming. And she is very different from the rest of the clones as well. One, her being it's a girl.
Yeah.
And we're not sure what her
skill set is.
Yeah, her skill set.
What's her specific skill set?
Yeah, her ability. It seems like she's very good at just picking up stuff, be it how to fire a blaster or how to understand the people around her. Because when they were in that cell and she sat next to Crosshair, she immediately kind of understood what was going on with him and his internal struggle. So she's just very intuitive when it comes to everything almost.
What's happening around her.
Yeah.
So
and she was a medical assistant before, and I like the twists and turns that we saw in this one, and it being a long episode, that they could kind of take their time with it, start out with what we were maybe hoping to see, and if we didn't know that we were going to get, but it was.
I like the way that it linked up and whole Palpatine speech.
Yes,
that was absolutely perfect. I like that. We got Order 66 as well. I like that, and sort of nice way to link up, and then we'll follow them on their story arc.
Yeah,
and see where they go with that, and see how they get Crosshair back. I think.
Yeah. Hopefully they are going to get him back at some point. He's surely going to be hunting them for a while, and then at some point they are going to get the chip out of him, or
somehow,
that's what we're thinking at least. But yeah, they're already off on their own, and they've already broke off from the newly formed Empire.
And we know that Tarkin and Crosshair will be hunting them, so there's the next story arc, more or less. Or
That's giving it some.
And they
some
had me
urgency
at
and some drive.
the 5 Bad Batch clones. I didn't think about her.
No, because we were
had
just
me at that one.
Yeah,
So,
we were just
of
thinking
course, Echo's
about
not one of them. Yeah,
exactly. We were just thinking about they are 5, but no, Echo he was a regular clone, and then all of that happened to him, and that they explained in the episode, and even explained how he knows Tarkin, and that's when we were introduced to the character of Tarkin in the Clone Wars. At least I know, like, he was introduced way back in A New Hope, but that's when they brought him in Clone Wars, was during that Citadel arc that they were doing, where they initially lost Echo and then found him again during the Bad Batch arc of season 7. So just a lot of cool ways of linking the different stories in the universe.
As we talked about in the beginning, it's made for 12-year-old kids, so they explain very well along the way, which is good for me as an old man. I can still follow along as well, so it's perfect.
But
I like it.
There's still these references and these things they put in there for the people who are definitely paying attention and can maybe remember more about the universe than the casual viewer. Like, they didn't say the name Kanan in the beginning, because that's how we know that character. That's the name of that character, so to say, in Rebels. We but they did mention it during that series that his real name is Caleb Doom. And we saw him as a young Padawan at the very beginning of this episode. I did not see that coming.
No, that was good.
As soon as we saw that the clones there, and like they were with Deborah Baliba, Kanan's master or Caleb's master, it sort of clicked for me immediately. Like, we might see what happened to her.
You had a happy moment there. I noticed that.
It was the realization that, oh damn, and having Freddie Prinze Jr. voice the character again, a little bit off because he did sound older than what he's probably supposed to be at this point, but I'm sure they tweaked his voice a little bit for him to at least sound younger than what he sounds like in Rebels. And it's just, once again, that continuity is just there, and it makes so much sense.
Stuff up like that is he's very good at that.
Dave Filoni, he's a master at linking things, like the events in the universe.
It fills in some of the blanks between the different movies and so on as well in these
animated series.
He does. So that's very good. And I expect to hear a little bit about why they're called Clone Force 99 as well. Because
I actually do know that.
I know that as well, but I'm expecting it in there.
That they were going to explain it.
They called that because the kid that was cloned wrong, or whatever you call it. So,
the Clone 99 who we saw in some of the episodes early on in the Clone Wars, and helping out Domino Squad and stuff like that. So damn, it's good to be back in a galaxy far, far away and starting off with a bang with this series.
It felt good. It felt good, yeah.
Yes, and so well made.
On this specific day as well. That's well played.
Yeah. May the 4th. But it's just the visuals, the music as well, always with these series is just on point. And cannot praise D. Bradley Baker enough for being able to voice all of these characters and give them very unique personalities and distinct way that he's using his voice. It's so well done, and that guy is gonna have.
I really want to see some of the behind the scenes shots of him voicing them. That would be great.
Just talking to himself. But he's so good at that, and then of course he's been working as a voice actor for a long while, and he's definitely one of the best. There's just so many cool things in this episode, and going back to Kamino and just showing us that immediate aftermath of Order 66 and how the clones kind of changed and how the Empire is doing things differently than the Republic already, and bringing in someone like Tarkin that's definitely gonna make us think of the Empire. And also bringing in another character that we know, Saw Gerrera. That was really cool.
I didn't see that one coming either. So
no. We were just thinking okay, where are they going? They're obviously not gonna go fight the Separatists again, because they're pretty much gone. No droids. So who has they been ordered, to take out? And that was on Onderon. It was Saw Gerrera and his freedom fighters. It should have clicked with me when they said the name of the planet that they were going to. But there are a lot of planets in the Star Wars galaxy. So at least it clicked for me when then we saw Saw, and it was like, oh yeah, of course, that's where I've heard Onderon before, and that's why they went to that planet. And early on. So yeah, cool linking it up with that as well, and already sowing those seeds for what's going to become, you know, the rebel cells later on in the story. So just,
it links so nicely together, and it kind of started off in a way that it puts me on the map in the beginning with the Order 66 and with the Palpatine speech and all that. So it felt right.
Yeah.
So
we kind of knew exactly where we were in the story, and them saying, okay, so Obi-Wan, he has found General Grievous on Utapau, he has engaged him, and then shortly after that, execute Order 66. And it's like, okay, we know what's happening right now at other places, you know, in Revenge of the Sith.
We got on the map and we got on the timeline. So we're right there now.
Exactly. And how they're just weaving it together with like the end of the Clone Wars, which was also like happening at the same time as Revenge of the Sith. And now we have this third layer of story happening also like at the same time. And just
very joyful.
Yeah. I'm so happy right now. That was amazing, and we already get another episode this Friday. I'm not suspecting that that's gonna be, or not, I'm not expecting for that episode to also be over an hour. I think they're gonna go back to, you know, those 20-25 minutes.
I was expecting like 25 minutes or so in the first episode, so that was what I was planning for.
Same.
I should have arrived earlier. Sorry about that. But
and I didn't notice. I had no idea. I just woke up and I took my sweet time and just, I
try not to watch anything on the social media or anything about it, because once it's out there, once someone's seen it, they can't keep their mouths shut. So I just stay away from social media and all that.
Bound to run into some spoilers if you go and check Twitter like immediately after or something, and when you wake up. And there's also the time difference for us. You know, a lot of people in the States, they were able to watch the episode, and also some people were able to make reactions for the episode like as soon as it came out around midnight. But for us, it was like 9 a.m. You're at work, so you kind of have to get off work before we can start watching this, and that's just how it's going to be. So if these reactions are a little bit delayed compared to other channels, then, you know, that's why.
But we get to see it together, so that's
we get to watch it together and get to do another reaction series together, you and I. We just did The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that's up on the channel, and before that we've done The Pacific and a couple of movies. You were also there for one episode of Band of Brothers, so you're really becoming like
I'm getting in there. I'm not comfortable with it yet, speaking to myself or sitting in front of a camera speaking, but we'll get there in time.
We'll get there. Slow and steady wins the race. And I'm sure we could probably keep talking, but let's just save some of it for next time around. I do want to mention just quickly before we wrap up that the Star Wars division over in the First Class League, which is the development league for the Movie Trivia Schmodown, it is starting today as well on May the 4th. And maybe I'm going to be a part of that. I already had my first class league match in the singles division. So yeah, just head on over to Twitch and find the Schmodown there. And then those matches, they have 2 Star Wars matches that are going to air later today. I'm quite excited about it. And if you like watching interesting personalities going up against each other in like movie trivia, and this being just Star Wars trivia, then I really think you should try and check it out if you haven't already. Anywho, that's gonna do it for this reaction and review of Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 1 Episode 1 Aftermath. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and we'll see you very soon. May the Force be with you always.